Hey guys, this is Cam, organizing gear, doing a little walk and talk on the 100 Acre Wood Trail. I'm just coming up out of the lower ravine. Look at this, gorgeous. I mean, this trail is beautiful, especially this weather, man. It was a nice, sunny, hot day today down here. It is like tropical paradise. A little muggy with all the moisture that we have, but man, it is beautiful. So today I was over in the Coos Bay area. My wife had to do some work and I was walking around and just checking out different antique stores and stuff, and I found a heck of a score. So I'm just gonna show them off. So first I found this. This is an M. Klein and Sons. I think they called it a utility knife. My buddy Billy from On the Edge 72 said that it is advertised as a coping blade, which I didn't know a coping blade could flare out like that, but if that's what the manufacturer called it, that's what it is, right? So I have been having a heck of a time trying to date it. If anybody knows specifics on how to date that knife, I would love to know. As far as I can gather, all the USA made ones from M. Klein & Son Chicago were manufactured by Utica Cutlery. And there is kind of a letter scheme where there is a different letter added in the tang stamps. Mine has a K on it. Although I can't find a corresponding tang stamp chart from Utica telling me what the K means. The only research I've found says that the older ones that say M. Klein & Sons were manufactured between 1950 and 1980, so definitely not an exact date, but not new. So that's not the star of the show anyway. The star of the show is this Butamus knife right here. So I found this just sitting in an antique store. The guy was asking $79 for it. I talked him down. He had the M. Klein and this. I gave him $50 for both. He was asking $79 for the case and $20 for the Klein. They both look to be in gently used condition. Neither one of them were particularly sharp. Here, let's just give this one more look real quick before I close it up. Okay. Walking with them open is how I cut myself. So let's take a look at the back. Pretty good fit and finish. If you didn't date it when you saw the tang stamp, it's from 2006. It's their bone stag. It's a beautiful knife. I'm super happy to have it. Another beautiful knife from my case collection, and I really wanted that. The Klein, well, the first knife I saw was an old timer muskrat, and the guy had a decent price on it, and I was gonna start negotiating. It was the first one that caught my eye, and then below it I saw that whittler, and when I had him take them out, I said I want to see the Klein and the whittler, and he pulled it out, and I said, so how interested are you in this knife leaving your store? And he's like, what do you mean? And I said, well, I'm not going to give you $70 for it or $79 for it, but I'll give you $50 for both of those. And I don't know if he just hasn't had a sale in a while or what, but the guy jumped on it. So here I am. Proud owner of a case whittler. Has got to be my #1 pattern that I like to collect. I love splitback whittlers. Really all whittlers. I mean, I have Henkel's made by Boker, and instead of a splitback, it has the 2 tapered back springs, and I like it too. I just like a whittler. I mean, this knife I carry almost every day. I do most of my whittling with it, all the detail work. I mean, it doesn't look like it's super detailed, but it's hard to show off my sticks. But yeah, I do a lot of whittling with it. I love that knife. It's got super thin blades, which I have to applaud Case for. That bone stag whittler is beautiful. The blades are thin, but not too thin. They don't feel flexible, which is my biggest gripe about my newer Boker whittler. I have the Boker whittler that's just like that Henkel's in the red bone. Its coping blade is so thin that it feels like it's gonna break if I put any pressure on it. While whittling, there's a little notch that I do that's kind of like a triangle, where I cut a ledge. Like, let's say in between this circle and this, I cut a ledge, and then I cut in at an angle, not really a 45, but like a 30-degree angle going each direction, and it makes like a triangle shape cut out of it. Well, I do that with the coping blade. It makes a nice clean cut. It goes right down to the bottom of my notch, and then that little triangular chip comes right out. Well, the Boker has such a thin coping blade that it flexes. It feels like it's gonna break. And so I just stopped carrying it. I can't even whittle with it. But I'm way off topic here. Oh man, my mind wanders like crazy. Love this forest. Speaking of getting distracted, let's have a little ADD moment. Look at that. Man. You know, I hike this beautiful trail every day. I already did it once this morning in the dark. I hit this trail at 4:45 and walked it in its entirety. Today I've just started. It's evening. But it did get light before I came out of it this morning, but I love walking this trail in the dark. No one here. You don't have to worry about other people's dogs. You don't have to worry about jerks. Yeah, there's people. But, you know, I love nature. Not the biggest fan. I guess I'm pretty social, but I just, you know, I like my family. I like people that I've accidentally made friends with. But other than that, I don't make a lot of new friends. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's a fault of mine that I should work on, but my wife is the same. She's not into meeting new people. But, alright. At this point, I'm talking about my personal life, so I've obviously wandered way off topic. So, 2006 Case Bone Stag Whittler. Love it. Banging deal. Got it in my pocket right now. I did whittle with it on the way here. Works like a dream. Super excited, just like all my other knives. It will get added to my rotation. I can't say I have 0 safe queens. I definitely have some knives that are put up in cases, but they wouldn't be what you think. They're not even the most expensive knives I own. They're just the most sentimental knives I own. So I'm Cam, the Oregon knife guy. That is Cyrus on the left and Odin on the right. And I appreciate you guys for watching. I'm out. Leave me a comment if you know how to date a M. Klein & Sons knife.